Welcome guys, my name is David J. Kelly and I'm really excited about today's video. I want to talk about what is reverse dieting and how it can be applied for you and your fitness goals. If you're new to the channel, I highly encourage you to click that subscribe button. I'm posting personal development and fitness content weekly. If you're a returning subscriber, I'm so thankful to have you here. So without further delay, let's get into it and let's talk about reverse dieting. So what happens when you properly reverse diet? Well, let's talk first about what properly reverse dieting looks like. Okay, say that you ended your hard dieting, I'm just gonna make this number up, 2,000 calories, okay? You know, where a lot of people mess up, I should say, is that, and I've done this in the past, is you end at 2,000 calories, and in my case, you know, you go, you compete, you kind of just veg out the night of the show the next day, and that's fine. That's totally cool. I mean, it's good to do that just even mentally, and after competing, you want to make sure you reward yourself, okay? But what a lot of people will mess up, and where I've messed up in the past, is you go from those 2,000 calories to now eating like 4,000 that next week. You cannot do that, okay? If you do that, you're gonna have a lot of issues. Number one is you're gonna gain a ton of body fat because your metabolism and your body has adjusted to meet the needs of that 2,000 calories, right? And if you're suddenly throwing an extra 1,000, 2,000 calories at yourself with all these carbs, and especially if it's bad food, you're gonna put on body fat really fast. And in this spot, if you're really lean, for example, it's actually a great time to not only teach your body how to stay lean, but also to increase your muscle mass at this point, because your body's very sensitive. It's like a sponge at this point. It could be a sponge for fat or muscle. So it's up to you. If you want it to be a sponge for muscle, then you need to properly reverse diet. Now, what does that look like? What does properly reverse dieting look like? You're gonna slowly add calories back in. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you how to do that. I have a coach, a really good coach that is doing my reverse diet right now, and we slowly add calories back every week. And in fact, I've actually gotten leaner since I've been reverse dieting, because I think my metabolism was in such a bad place before. I'll have to make a whole video about that at some point. But what the important thing to understand here is that this is a steady, slow process, okay? You want to slowly add calories back, you know, carbs, fats, your protein will probably stay around the same. But you want to monitor what's happening. Are you putting on weight too fast? Are you not putting on weight? Are you getting leaner? Are you losing weight, right? The goal here, and if you properly reverse diet, what can actually happen is your weight can actually stay the same while you are putting on muscle and increasing your caloric intake over time. I'll flash a graph up here of what that looks like. There's a really good one from Predator Nutrition that I found, and I'll flash that right now. And as you can see, what happens is your body weight can actually stay the same while increasing your caloric intake. And the reason for that is, what I'm about to get into right now, is you have metabolic adaptation that's happened in the opposite way. Because you're slowly increasing your calories, your body is learning how to utilize that nutrition in a proper manner, because you're not speeding that process up too fast. What happens after that is, in addition to that, is your basal metabolic rate rises. Because your body does not feel like it's gonna starve to death and it's eating more food, there is more of that available energy to be expended in daily life, and your body now says, hey, there's all these hormonal pathways and chemical pathways that this is happening through, that is telling your body, hey, we have enough nutrition and calories to survive, so we can burn more energy. And what happens then is your workout energy is going to increase, because now you have all this newfound energy. And for a lot of people, for a lot of bodybuilders specifically, the reverse diet is the best pumps that you will ever get in the gym, because all these carbs are going exactly where you want them to go. They're going into the muscle, they're not being stored as fat. And what happens is, it's like a magical experience. That 4 to 8 weeks after a competition is really, really magical if it's done right. And you can do this too, even if you're not competing. The next thing is your NEAT rises. Remember, NEAT is the non-energy activity thermogenesis. The things of where I'm fidgeting like this. If I shot a video like this at 2 weeks out, I'd be like this. I'd be talking like this. and I'd be practically falling asleep. Well, it's because I was dieting so hard. Now I have more energy and I'm able to expend it more through exercise and just daily life, talking on the phone, pacing back and forth, walking to your car a little faster. And these things add up, guys, they really do. And your digestion returns to normal. So your GI tract is no longer trying to squeeze every little bit of sustenance out of every piece of food you're eating. So what happens is that your body's able to digest things more normally, and because of that, you can then assimilate your calories better to be utilized that way. So here's what you can expect from reverse dieting, right? If it's done correctly, you can expect to maintain the same weight while you're eating more calories, okay? You can expect your workout capacity to increase both cardiovascularly and in the gym for weight training. You can be adding muscle tissue. As I said, this is a very, very, very good time to be adding muscle tissue because your body is in such a sensitive state and it's like a sponge. It's going to suck up these calories and use them either to your benefit or your detriment, all right? And you can possibly even get leaner, especially if your metabolism was majorly screwed up by how hard you dieted. You actually might be able to get leaner during this phase. And a lot of guys and girls do, while they're reverse dieting, actually end up leaner than when they were dieting for their competition, photo shoot, or the beach, or whatever it is that they were doing. So there's a lot of really good things that can come of reverse dieting. The main problem that most people have is, and it's especially true in bodybuilding, is in fitness competitors, is that you no longer have that stage date. And maybe if you're just like a lifestyle dieter, you no longer have that beach date that you're, prepping for, and it's a lot harder to stay committed. The problem that a lot of people have, as great as reverse dieting is that the goal that you had to get really lean in the first place, whether it was competing or a photo shoot, or you had a wedding, or you're going to the beach for that matter, that date that you had, that deadline, is no longer there. And it takes a lot of discipline once that date has passed, the competition's passed, or whatever it is, to stay consistent and stay on track. But I'm telling you guys, because I've done this improperly before, and now I've seen the benefits of doing it the right way, like, it will completely change how your body responds and how lean you can stay year round if you do this correctly and you slowly work back up to your maintenance calories or into a bulking phase or whatever. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning into this video today. I hope you learned something about reverse dieting. And I want to also say that if you have any questions about reverse dieting or anything like that, find me on Instagram at @TheDavidJKelly. Shoot me a DM. I'm always happy to help you guys. I'm not going to charge you anything. I just like helping people with their fitness and business and personal development goals. So don't be afraid to reach out to me there. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day or night, depending on when you're watching this. Peace out.